Hello viewers who are following our channel, a must-see destination for loyal fans of The Young and the Restless. In the third episode aired on May 27, a series of unforeseen events broke out, dragging the entire cast into a spiral of betrayal, conspiracy, and the collapse of trust. And now, we present to you a dramatic and shocking development that may make you sit up in surprise. This series of events not only shook the city of Genoa, but also exposed the true faces that have long been cleverly covered by the cover of fame and family. In the gloomy atmosphere of a Genoa city afternoon, when everything seems to be operating in a familiar order, behind the luxurious doors, a series of schemes are secretly operating. Plans that are capable of not only destroying a person, but also blowing up an illustrious empire like Newman Enterprises. Billy, like a cornered wild animal, believes that he has a card strong enough to overthrow Victor and expose the corruption within his empire. However, what he does not expect is that Victor and Adam are one step ahead of him and they are willing to do anything to protect the Newman name. When Billy steps into the hotel to prepare for a secret meeting with an investigative reporter, he carries in his hands evidence accusing Victor of being involved in a series of shady investments and using charity funds to launder money. He does not know that every step he takes is under Victor's radar. Just as Billy opened the briefcase containing the documents, the door to the room suddenly flew open. The police rushed in, and to Billy's surprise, they immediately found a quantity of drugs hidden in the briefcase neatly underneath his file. The physical evidence was too obvious, and no explanation could save him from this blow. Billy was handcuffed on the spot, his eyes still in shock, while the man who had been standing behind it all, Victor, just gently raised his glass of wine somewhere else, watching everything through the surveillance screen. This was not just a retaliation, but also a cold, cruel warning. Adam, who had a complicated relationship with his own father, was now the perfect accomplice. Not only does he help Victor set up the whole drama, he personally contacts a sheriff with ties to the Newman family to ensure that Billy's prosecution goes smoothly and without any loopholes. Meanwhile, in a completely different development, Lily is caught in a battle she never expected. An internal investigation into irregularities in Chancellor Winter's budget system leads her to a name, Dumas. When Lily confronts Dumas directly, she is unexpectedly pulled into a tangled web, where names that seem to belong to the past now reappear, like ghosts that have never been dispelled. Dumas, in a moment of ambiguous challenge and revelation, reveals a piece of information that shocks Lily. He once worked under Amanda Sinclair, Devon's former best friend and lover. Not only that, Dumas also asserts that he knows the true identity of the person behind Hillary's death, something that has remained unexplained for many years. These things not only shock Lily, but also threaten the stability of the entire Winters family. Because if that secret is exposed, a series of relationships and trust between the characters will be broken. It may be Devon who will be pushed to the brink when the truth is revealed that the person he always trusted the most may be the cause of the worst tragedy in his life. Parallel to these developments, another shocking moment takes place at the Newman Group office. While Victor and Adam are celebrating their victory after the surprise hit on Billy, a familiar shadow steps in, causing the atmosphere to suddenly freeze. Kyle, with an unreadable gaze and a smile of unknown meaning, raises his glass of wine with Victor and Adam. The image not only shocked viewers, but also made everyone interested in the confrontation between the Newman family and the Abbott family ask a terrifying question: did Kyle betray his family? Kyle's actions are a slap in the face to Jack, a father who has always tried to protect, forgive and love his son despite his past mistakes. If Kyle truly allies with Victor, it would not only be a betrayal of family but also a threat to Jabot's survival. And what's more frightening is the reason behind the handshake. Is Kyle plotting cold revenge after feeling pushed out of a position of power within Jabot? Or does Victor hold some dark secret of Kyle's and use it to force him to cooperate? But the truth, like a double-edged sword, is never pleasant. While Victor is enjoying his victory, he doesn't know that Kyle is playing a double game. Behind the smiles and the drinks is a counterintelligence plan, and the ultimate target is none other than Victor himself. Kyle has been having secret meetings with an unexpected character, Audra. The two once had a secret alliance. And now they are secretly back with a bigger ambition, to bring down both the Newman and Abbott empires and create a new power. In a whirlwind of events, the characters are pushed to the edge of betrayal, despair and hatred. Victoria begins to doubt her father's so-called absolute control, and when she follows the trail of missing funds from the charity, The clues lead her to something horrifying, a hidden financial network built not only to launder money, but also to fund a secret biotech project, in which Adam plays a key role. At this point, Adam begins to waver when he discovers that Victor's true plan is not simply to protect Newman Enterprises, but to prepare for a succession of a completely different kind, to eliminate all who do not obey, including his own children. When Adam realizes he's just a pawn, old anger and hurt resurface, prompting him to join forces with an unlikely ally, Billy. In his cell, Billy receives a secret visit. Adam arrives, handing him a USB drive containing a copy of recordings of Victor's conversation with an international tycoon, evidence enough to put Victor on trial. But Adam isn't giving this away for free. He needs Billy's cooperation to draw Kyle into one final game, a coup that, if successful, could upend the entire landscape of Genoa City. Elsewhere, Lily faces a life-or-death decision. Should she go public with Dumas's information and risk losing everything she and Devon have built? Or continue to bury the truth to protect her reputation? And if she chooses the path of justice, who will stand by her in the end? As the lights of Genoa City begin to dim, giving way to the quiet night, a new era is quietly forming. Not from the glittering offices or strategic meetings, but from betrayals, exposed secrets, and unchecked greed. And that's all we have to offer you. A real storm has just swept through Genoa City, leaving behind brokenness, suspicion, and haunting warnings. Who will be next? What secrets are still quietly leaking in the dark? And how far will this battle for power, love, hatred continue? Follow and subscribe to our channel today so you don't miss any shocking details. We will continue to bring you the most extensive content, bold and profound predictions about the upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless.